Hello everyone, I'm the Master Analyst. Yesterday I made a video about Greg Solomon, Renetto, and Myrealitybytes. Now if you haven't seen that video, stop this video and watch it now. The rest of this video will not make any sense whatsoever if you haven't watched yesterday's video. And if you're not interested in yesterday's video, if you don't want to watch it, then I recommend skipping the rest of this video because it's kind of pointless if you haven't watched yesterday's video. Okay, so since yesterday, a couple of things have come up that I really feel like I have to amend the record for. Now, yesterday I said that Greg Solomon made a weak move. I kind of took him to task a little bit. I said he made a weak move when he blocked Myrealitybytes from commenting on his video. Now, Greg has since sent me a PM, and he says that, yes, indeed, he did block her. However, this was after she had removed some of the comments that he had made on her video. Now, she left some of his comments up, but she removed his stronger comments, the ones that were more pointed, his best comments. So it kind of distorted what he had said, and that in fact Myrealitybytes did block him. So it would appear, at least at this point, like Myrealitybytes is complaining about Greg Solomon blocking her, but in fact she blocked him first and removed some comments first. Now it's possible, okay, I made a mistake yesterday. I didn't get the full story. It's possible I'm not getting the full story at this point too. So it's possible that Myrealitybytes might have a rebuttal. Well, Myrealitybytes, I would invite you to make a video rebutting this, or comments in the comment sections of this video. I'd really like to hear what you have to say about this. They say that the cure for speech you don't like is counter speech. I believe this. If you believe that this is giving a distorted view of the story, then please put out your own version of the story. If you don't, I have to be frank with you and say that as it stands, it does not look good for you. Already we know that you sent in a DMCA to censor what Greg has said, which does not look good for you. And if indeed this is true and this is there are no extenuating circumstances that you have blocked Greg from commenting on your videos before he blocked you, well, that looks even worse. Okay, so that's the first point. I want to apologize for Greg for saying that he made a weak move. I probably should have investigated a little further, and that probably was a weak move on my part. Okay, on to the second point. Yesterday I couldn't show you a very important part of this story. I couldn't show you the video that was DMCA'd because, well, it was DMCA'd. It was removed by YouTube. So you really couldn't judge for yourself whether what Greg did should be called fair use or not. You really couldn't judge for yourself the importance or the accuracy of what Greg said. I find that this is a disturbing gap in the record. Well, Greg has since posted the video. He reposted it on Livevideo. I'll post a link in the sidebar to it so you can see it for yourself. Now, should this link not work, just go to www.livevideo.com/Greg Solomon and you'll see it. Now, I'm posting this link so that you can see the historically accurate record in all its glory. I'm not posting it because I endorse its point of view. In fact, yesterday I was leaning against calling what Renetto did plagiarism. I really didn't think it should be called plagiarism, and I'm hoping that that was obvious in the comments. But I sort of hedged it because, you know, it depends on how you see it. And I'm not faulting Greg Solomon for calling it plagiarism, or actually didn't call it plagiarism, but he strongly hinted it was plagiarism. I'm not going to fault him for that because it's very easy to see how someone could arrive at that conclusion. However, yesterday some people, I want to thank Doc Foster's to some degree and YouTubeicide for their very insightful comments on my video. I'm now convinced more than ever that we shouldn't categorize what Renetto did as plagiarism. I'm convinced 100% that there was not an intent to deceive or to put one over. I think what Renetto did was a little bit sloppy in saying in the credits that he composed the music for the video. I think that was a little sloppy. As YouTubeicide suggested, it would have been better had he used the word arranged instead of composed. But I really don't think we should hold his feet to the fire too much. I think there should be some measure of forgiveness for mistakes. Everybody makes a mistake. I made a mistake yesterday when I said that Greg made a weak move by blocking. I think Renetto made a mistake when he said that he had composed rather than arranged the video. And quite truthfully, I think maybe Greg made a mistake in his video. Maybe he doesn't think that it's a mistake. He's still entitled to his, although he didn't say what his opinion was. But I think people are entitled to believe based on the evidence. They're entitled to believe that Renetto plagiarized. I think that is a mistaken belief. I don't view it that way, but people are entitled to that belief, and people are entitled to make mistakes, and hopefully people will be somewhat forgiving. So I'll post a link to Greg's video in the sidebar, and I'm hoping that if Myrealitybytes makes a video, I'll later on post another link, a link to her video. If she wants to make a video explaining her side of the story, then come on back, check this video, or better yet, keep an eye on Myrealitybytes channel, and maybe she'll be able to shed some new light on it. I'd be particularly interested in knowing exactly why she sent her video on Renetto's toy to Greg Solomon. I mean, she had to have known that Greg has been criticizing Renetto rather harshly lately. And why would she send him this video if she didn't want Greg to think that maybe Renetto was plagiarizing? I don't know. That's something I just don't get. Now, maybe she had a good reason, but I just don't understand the psychology behind that at all, unless she wanted to stir up a little drama. After all, when it comes to Greg and Renetto, what is there but drama? So she wants to stay out of the drama. I just don't get it. Well, this has been the Masked Analyst, under and in.